Okay, welcome everybody to Rain City Reviews, where we do box breaks with refreshing takes. Today we are on our episode number 4, and we're going to be breaking 1819 Ultimate Collection Hockey. I got these 2 boxes on eBay for a super deal. eBay was doing a kind of 25% off sale up to $100 discount. So normally these boxes go for about $200 each, and I was able to get both for about $300. So without further ado, let's start. So normal kind of discussion topics that we'll talk about before you open, what kind of things we can expect from the box, top players and cards. And then, as per requested, we're going to do a little deep dive into eBay and how to use it properly, and basically a little tutorial on how to buy and sell properly. And then we're going to look into how to search for correct sold prices, because it's not only a thing in 604, but it's kind of all over the place. With the way that eBay shows best offer accepted prices, you don't always get the right thing. And then so we'll do a little review of the box as well, and then start giving away some cards. Nelson, yeah, I did get them from that sale on eBay. So yeah, cool. So without further ado, always good to make sure that the box has the original Upper Deck wrapping before you start opening, and the stickers. You should always have your penny sleeves. There's thin and thicker card sleeves. And then today, because we're doing Ultimate, most of the cards are 75-point cards. So that's what we'll be using to sleeve and top load the cards. Also always good is opening up the set checklist. So I will be opening that up on my second screen to the side, and then if we see like a rare card that we're not sure of, we will be looking into the odds. Cool. So what to expect from 1819 Ultimate Hockey Hobby. So like I said, normally the retail price on these right now is $200 per hobby box, and there's 1 pack in this box with 4 cards in it. So a little bit less of a break, which is kind of why I bought 2, and because I got such a good deal. At the same time, you're going to get some pretty high quality things. There's always 1 rookie autograph or auto relic, so 1 rookie auto or RPA, and then there's 2 additional autographs or relics. Usually that comes in 1 more auto and then 1 more kind of patch. And then there's 1 more base card, parallel, or introductions card, which is a rookie card. As you can see, one of the top hits, they have what's called Ultimate Icons. These are what I call like full bleed cards. It's really cool. Basically, when I mean full bleed, I mean the whole picture of the card kind of, it goes all the way to the edge rather than having a really defined edge of the card. So why don't we just start opening one of these up? So I made a little tear in the bottom here so that I could easily get this open. Nobody wants to watch somebody struggle opening a box for 2 minutes, that's for sure. All right, so there's the pack. Nice and thick. We can go into a little quick history. So Ultimate Collection started in 2004, 2005, and it was a very vet-heavy product. And it's kind of one of the things that it's kept throughout this this product for sure. I see a really nice name of a person. Okay, good. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, if this is a base, I'm gonna be. When you see this on the back, you're like, "Oh, is this a base?" I don't know, but anyways. we might as well start with that one too when we get into this. All right, so as I was saying, started in 0405 as kind of a vet heavy product. One of the pictures I have up there is a Kovalchuk patch at a 35. And then it got kind of really lucky that Ultimate became so popular because Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin came into the league the next year in 05 and 06. And then they had these hard signed rookie autos at a 299. And that really, really raised the popularity of the product. And it's pretty much always been around 4 cards per pack, which is good, I guess, for more kind of high-end collectors. And it kind of continues into 1819 and 1920 with these full bleed kind of ultimate access cards. I'm just kind of showing this off. This is kind of like one of the newest sets. And really like how there's no kind of border or thing on the edges, and it's just like a pretty awesome picture. So anyways, let's take a look. So I'm going to go to the bottom here, and as I thought, yes. So pretty cool start. Connor McDavid base card. Usually the Connor McDavid bases for Ultimate go for a pretty decent amount, maybe like 10 or 15 bucks. Awesome, cool little foil on it too. You can see for it's kind of the Ultimate logo on it. The funny thing is, in another break, I got the 1920 version, so you can kind of see them side by side. Personally, I like the design of the 1819 Connor McDavid base a little bit better, but everyone's personal preference. So anyways, there we go. Decent start. Would have been awesome if it was a auto or a shield or something, but can't complain about a base if we're going to get another nice cool card with it. All right, let's see the next one. All right, so these are the Ultimate Introductions cards, which are nice rookie cards. Usually you get one of these in each pack. So this one is Eeli Tolvanen. I'm not sure if they have different levels of rookies. I'll have to go down to the bottom of the... No, I don't think so. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, those are the autographs. Okay, yeah, so they're all... Oh, no, there is tiers. Okay, so this is a tier 2 Ultimate Introduction. So one in every 9 packs, you would get this one. Eeli Tolvanen. I think he's going to be a pretty good player, so... while we're going through some of the other hits, let's talk about nice card. Let's also talk about what are the top cards that we'll be looking for. So obviously in 18 and 19, you have Elias Pettersson, Carter Hart, and Andrei Svechnikov as some of the top guys to chase after. And then here's kind of 3 examples of their cards. These are the base Ultimate Rookie autos at a 99. Those are the ones that most people chase. They're the true rookies. And then on the Svechnikov, that is the RPA kind of parallel card. And then Elias Pettersson is Signature Masterpieces, which has kind of been going through different sets. But there's a few Signature Masterpieces in each of these sets. So let's go on to the next card. Ooh, very nice patch. 39 out of 99, Maxime Lajoie. Beautiful 4-color patch. Shame it is not a more well-known star player, but pretty beautiful card. So 39 out of 99. Autograph debut threads. Now this one's a little thicker, so hopefully I did bring a couple more thicker. Yes, I did. But But yeah, beautiful looking card. Not the player you're looking for, but definitely the type of card and the type of patch you're looking for. And this is one of the reasons why Ultimate is so popular. So why don't we move that off for a bit. There you go. And then last card is, second to last card is Victor Arvidsson Signature Masterpieces. This is as you can see in the background, the Elias Pettersson is there, and there's a Victor Arvidsson. So you get 2 autos, which is nice. The gold frame of this, these Signature Masterpieces, they made about like 100 and 150 of these in a bunch of different sets all throughout the years. So I know a specific friend of mine that actually collects each set. He probably has this one already, but I will definitely check in with him. So Victor Arvidsson Signature Masterpieces. So I think that Nick David will come down for a bit. And then the last card is, I guess, a bonus card. I wasn't expecting to get 5 cards. I was only expecting to get 4, but here we are. Ultimate Rookies, Sam Steele, 295 of 399 jersey. So nice to get a bonus card. And certainly the Ultimate Rookie design with the white on the team kind of colors really appeals to me for sure. So really big fan of these Ultimate cards. Since 17-18, I think they've done a really good job of the design. Before that, they were not quite as good. So there we go. Ultimate Rookies Sam Steele jersey. So not bad. We got 5 cards in the first box. Hopefully we can get a slightly bigger hit in the next one. So yeah, some other hits that are going to be potentially seen in 18-19 Ultimate. We were talking about the Ultimate introductions. These are kind of the base ones, but there is also showcase variations, which feature a different jersey. There are red and onyx black versions, which are numbered. And then there are gold autos, which are not numbered, but generally really rare. You have the autographed debut threads cards, which you can see to the left. We got one of those. Great patches on them. So always fun to chase. And then, not retro autographed debut threads, but retro Ultimate Rookies is another nice part of this. The retro cards are not the true rookie, so this is a slightly thinner pack, so probably ain't 4 cards this time. But the retro autographed Ultimate Rookies are nice. All right, so let's check out this one. And hopefully this time I can put a different... There we go. That should be better. All right, we got looks like we have 4 cards as per normal, which is good. Show off that debut threads a little better. It's kind of, it's probably better that. There we go. That looks better. All right, let's look at the next card. Okay, so this one is a Nicholas Waugh Ultimate Introductions. Nicholas Waugh is probably tier 1. Yes, he is. 1 out of every 3 packs. So a little bit less rare, but sometimes that means that you get better cards as a result of that. So let's get through this one. All right, I'm going to go on the bottom because I think the next one is a hit. So we have a Joey Anderson Ultimate Rookie jersey out of $3.99. And again, loving the team kind of color going along with the white. I usually think that kind of cards with white borders and white corners are great cards to design, especially in this kind of era of condition, because whenever you see a black card with a border or a corner that is kind of like has a ding, you'll see kind of that white outlining of it, and that's going to cause it to look like it's more damaged than before. All right, so we're down to our last two, and then we're going to be talking a little bit more about eBay, so hopefully some good ones coming up. All right, so we have that Ultimate Rookie Autograph Retro, and this one is of Jarrett Anderson Dolan. So as you can see, this one's quite a bit thicker. I'll show you in a second. 31 out of 175. So it's quite a bit thicker of a card. And usually when you have thick cards, unfortunately, it means that there's corner issues. So looks like there's a corner issue here, and then some edge kind of issues with the black. But still pretty nice looking card. Let me just grab a couple of top loaders. Still a pretty nice card. I think I'll change it with the Victor Arvidsson for now. And then hopefully this last one is a good one. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. Another autograph debut threads. 89 out of 99. Dylan Sakura. With a nice 3-color patch. Definitely a corner ding on the top part, but otherwise pretty nice. Daryl, the thicker cards, the autograph debut threads, I'm putting in 180 point. So these Ultimate Rookie jerseys, like, they kind of fit in the 75, but it's a bit tight. But these thicker type cards, you want 180 point. So I had to go grab one of those. So pretty nice card. Slightly better player than Lajoie, so I think we'll do him there. But maybe what I'll do also is grab another one of those. So some pretty awesome looking patches for sure, and autos. Unfortunately, not of the best players, but still pretty nice. All right, so let's go into the next part of the... There we go. Let's go into the next part, which is talking more about the box itself. In terms of my kind of box rating out of 20, I generally give the aesthetics to lots of these cards a 4 out of 5. There's very few cards that I have a lot of problems with, but I love the patches on these autograph debut threads and these retro Ultimate Rookies, but when they get that thick, sometimes they have edge and corner issues. But I do love, even the base cards, like, they're beautiful, clean lines and colors, nice foiling. And then obviously the Ultimate Rookies, they have that great combination of kind of the white, gray, and then the team color. So it really kind of pops. So that's an easy 4 out of 5 for me. In terms of the variety, we got kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 different sets in 2 boxes, and normally there's like around 20 different sets. of differing levels. So I think you definitely get a bit of variety. Maybe we just got 2 bucks that were very, very similar, I would say, but normally you would get even more variety. In terms of the big hit potential, so we didn't see any big hits here, obviously. But if you got kind of one of the top 3 or 4 guys, and it was a nice auto or a patch, I think that you're going to make out really well on your box price, which is kind of better than most. And obviously some of the top cards, if you're getting one of the true rookie Elias Petterssons or something like that, or a nice McDavid auto or a Gretzky, you're going to return $500. So I would say that the resale value is pretty good for the big hits, and so I give that a 3 out of 5. And then the price and value, it's kind of around the medium side with a medium value and medium price point. I wouldn't say this has necessarily as big of a value as, say, SP Authentic, but it's closer to that. And obviously having the nice hard signed autos and beautiful patches here, like that really helps with selling cards. So overall, give it a 14 out of 20. Josh says, compared to some of the other medium priced products, where does this compare? Like, a 14 out of 20 for me, I rate pretty hard. So to get a 14 is pretty good in my rating scale. I'd say that it's definitely kind of one of the top 3 in terms of around a $200 price point as some of the sets. So you definitely can't go wrong by opening it if you can get it at 150 or 200 bucks. After that, you might want to look for something else that's priced a little bit better. So Greg, the rule of thumb for true rookies. Ages ago, I feel like I remember they used to say if it's numbered to less than 99, it's not a true rookie. And also a parallel would not be the true rookie. Is this still the same? I'm just getting back into the hobby after a 10-year break. Well, Greg, I would say in terms of your question, what a true rookie is really determined by the market. I would say that you could probably list, 7 or 8 cards, and one in each kind of the bigger sets, that would be considered the true rookie for each set. So for example, when I'm talking about, the Carter Hart Ultimate Rookies auto in the middle out of 99, that is what would be considered Carter Hart's true rookie in this product. And if Carter Hart, which he does, have the RPA version on the right that's at a 49, that would not be the true rookie. So when they mean true rookie, it's more like the flagship rookie card in the product. So it's the one that everyone would be chasing first. Now, we've seen this come up with Ice when we were breaking Ice, where before it used to be the true rookie at a 99 and it didn't have an autograph. And now we're getting parallels in 19 and 20, in 2019 and 2020, where, Quinn Hughes has a true rookie at a 99, and then he also has the autographed version out of 99. So it's going to be interesting to see what's chased after and what continues to be the true rookie. Currently, the non-auto out of 99 is still winning, but I could see that changing quickly based on what people prefer. So hopefully that answers your question. If you want to know about the other true rookies and the other products, the Cup would be the Cup out of 99. SPA would be the Future Watch out of 999. Things like that, those would be the true rookies. But in like SP Game Use, for example, the true rookie is the one number to their jersey. Some people don't think the Exquisite RPA from Cup numbered to their jersey is a true rookie. I think that's an amazing card for whoever is collecting whatever. I think, that kind of gets thrown out the window. Basically, buy what you like, but always keep that in mind when you're looking at prices, I guess, and why that's happening, because there's this, I guess, market out there, invisible hand, so to speak, that chooses what's the most valuable. So let's talk about eBay for a bit. So I'm going to just kind of get a little closer to the screen so you guys can actually read this while I'm talking about it. So eBay obviously is still the king in terms of buying sports cards. Over the last year, obviously there's been some different other companies and different websites, which we'll get into. But it's still one of the biggest and the best. While there's definite cons of being a seller on the eBay platform, it's certainly one of the best ways to buy a sports card that you want at the best price. And eBay in the last, maybe, especially the last like 3 to 6 months, they've been putting a lot of effort into selling sports cards, I think because it's one of their highest selling type of collectibles on the market. And they've been offering a lot of discounts. They've been offering a lot of things through the eBay Bucks programs, and they've been marketing sports cards on eBay quite a bit. So it's definitely here to stay at eBay. I continue to sell on eBay a lot, and we can kind of get into what kind of things I do when I sell. Let's go to the next slide here. So when should you sell a sports car on eBay? So some simple rules that I would use, like just to qualify what cards would I even consider putting on eBay. So the condition of your card is pretty key. Now, I say near mint or better for a raw card. Now, if you want to sell a card that is slightly damaged and you disclose all that damage and you take good pictures of it, you could do that as well. But disclosing condition is really important because I've only had one return out of like 400 based on condition where I didn't do a good job of disclosing condition notes. But I know from a lot of people that also sell on eBay that are friends of mine that they've had a lot of returns for pretty much like immaculate looking cards. And sometimes they're worried that they've been sent back a card that wasn't their card, in terms of like, if you got this sort of ultimate introductions card, some people think that maybe they're sent back a card that was more damaged and it was like the same card. 2, the card should be worth a little bit more than $50, because pretty much now, if you're not selling on eBay with tracked shipping, it's getting to be a huge risk. There's lots of people that say, oh, my card didn't show up. And it's like, well, I know from doing mystery packs, like I've sold, I don't know, I've sent at least over 500 packages, and I've only had 2 people say it's never shown up. So I find when my friends are saying like, oh, 25 or 30% of my sales recently have been item not received and things like that, it's a little bit fishy. Another thing that you can do to combat this is if the card is numbered or graded, to make it one of a kind, that also will help because 1, you don't have to worry too much about condition if it's in a graded case, and 2, if it's numbered, you don't have to worry about somebody sending it back, or sending you back the wrong card. So how would you sell sports cards on eBay? So I generally use the eBay app on my phone because I find it very, very quick. Because 1, you take pictures with your phone, so you have the pictures already loaded. But if you would like to sell on your computer, that is totally fine. It's just obviously a few more steps to upload the photo onto your computer and to import it. But here's like 6, very important things that you should always be putting on every listing. So one is a clear photo of the front and the back. I did a example here with this Connor McDavid base card. So I took a picture of both the front and the back. And if there's any damage, making sure to do it as described. Now, this is a base card that's worth like $20, but there are some slight corner whitening on the bottom. I wouldn't say it's a ding, but something that maybe needs to be disclosed, right? Always make sure to have a descriptive title. So having the name correctly spelled, the correct year, and with hockey, it's always a 2-year thing because it's over kind of the winter. So it'd be like 2019-20 or 19-20 would be the correct nomenclature. What set it's from, so Upper Deck Ultimate, the type of card, so it's a base card, and then the numbering, so 008 out of 149. If you have enough room to put Oilers, you should do that. Item specifics, I always have the condition as very good, because I've had things where if you've had the condition as like new and they're just like, oh, why isn't this like in pristine condition? It's like, well, as we can see when I open these cards from Ultimate, some already come out with dings or whitening. It's very few cards that ever come out as pristine, right? And those things happen. So just kind of covering yourself by putting very good is important. Your description should also have like a condition paragraph or warning so that there's no there's no sort of like we're trying to misinterpret what the card condition is. So normally I say something like all cards I sell are near mint condition or better, so something like an 8.5 or better, and may have small flaws from how the card was packaged in the hobby box. Don't guarantee any grading, any grades or anything like that. And that definitely can help. And then for pricing, if it's a card that moves really, really fast, I would just put a regular price with no offers. But if it's a really high-end card or higher value rare card, I would put it up at a somewhat of an inflated price and then allow offers, because that will help you sell the card at kind of the price that you're looking for when you have no sale comps. One of the things I also tend to restrict offers like under 50%, because I usually just like the people that are going to lowball offer are people that are not like really interested in buying your card at like a correct price. So you might as well restrict the offers to like 75% of your buy it now price or something like that. Also, I think, nowadays with like the amount of like kind of scammers and people saying that they didn't get their cards, pretty much everything should be ship tracked. Whether you want to include the tracking price into the price of the card is your choice. I know that having things that show as free shipping can often lead to more engagement with your card. More people will see it because it's free shipping. So sometimes baking the price of the shipping into your card is good. I know that to ship to the US, it's really expensive. Like for me, it's like almost $13 or $14 to ship a card tracked. Sometimes a little bit less, but I usually charge them $9.99 Canadian. So I take a bit of a hit on the shipping to the US, but if I get a good price for the card, that's okay, right? I can kind of bake that extra $4 or $5 into the card price. For Canada, generally you should be able to ship something tracked with what's called registered mail. If you get a good kind of thin bubble mailer for a few cards, you should be able to ship tracked to anywhere for about $10 using registered mail with Canada Post. So just kind of like have that in your mind. It's around $10 for shipping tracked to Canada, and $14 or $15 for shipping tracked to the US, kind of all in. So you should think about that. And then that kind of makes you think like, oh, well then why would I ship why would I sell a $20 card on eBay when, it's $10 shipping, right? Like people might not be into paying 50% of the card value in shipping, right? So just something to think about. That's why I only usually put cards like, $40, $50 and up. Just that way it's worth my time. And yeah, some people don't even ship to the US at all, and that's fair too. I know people in the US don't necessarily ship to Canada. And that's a thing too, right? So something to think about. Anyways, assessing your card's market value. So this is a really important slide, I think, because definitely in 604 and a lot of the card groups, people either don't know how to search value. They assume that searching on eBay is fine, like searching directly on eBay is fine, or I guess some people are just too lazy to look up prices too. But either way, let me give you a few tips on this. So there's two sites that are really good, 130point.com or sportscards.com. And then there's also an app. The app is called Sold For app. Let me see if I can find it. This is the app. It's called Sold For. This guy I've kind of pinged on Twitter a couple of times. He's been doing a really great job of updating this app. Obviously free. And one of the cool things that he's got is he's got good screenshots of all the things you need to see. So like bidders, watchers, shipping, things like that. And then he's done a really good job of, he's going to implement soon a kind of graph of how the prices have moved. So those are three different good resources for you to use when you're searching for prices. The reason why I ask you to look at these websites or these apps instead of eBay directly is because without a premium eBay seller account, i.e. the ability to use what's called Terapeak, you actually won't be able to see the correct best offer accepted prices. So you'll either see like a green line through a sold listing in eBay, or worse, you'll see the full price listed with green, which is misleading, saying that it sold for that when it really didn't sell for that much. So the other thing that's also good to do is check for shill bidding. So why don't we take a look at some things like this, actually. All right. I have a good example of this because this happened to one of the cards that I had auctioned. All right, so I had what's called this is a soccer card, but it's still kind of the same. I had this Didier Drogba card that I was trying to sell on eBay for a few months. Another person auctioned it for me. And as you can see, if you click on the bottom left here, you can see completed and sold items. So as you can see here, sometimes when you see best offer accepted, you see that green line through it. That means that the best offer was accepted, but it wasn't for that top price. Let me see if I can get into the bids. Yeah, so originally my card, I had put it on my friend's eBay account, and he had listed it, and the auction, it went for around $800. I was like super happy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get $800 for this car. That's great. And then the person didn't pay for it. And so we relisted it. And then it sold for $412. And then the person didn't pay. And then it sold for $540. So you can actually see this is the same card 3 times, just trying to sell it via auction, and it didn't actually sell until the second one. So let's go into, we can see kind of these bids. Why does this happen? How can you even tell that this would happen? So if you click into, so sorry, I have to show where I'm clicking. So if you go to something where an auction has happened, click into the link of the title, and then click into what's called bids, where you'll see it kind of makes a hyperlink here where it says 31 bids. And then you'll see all the things of bids in the thing. Do you guys see a pattern here? So basically what happened here is this one username ran up the price of this one card. And so if you go into look at his profile, it looks like he's been like deleted. So that's one negative thing. And then this guy, looks like he's been bidding on the same cards all the time too. Although normally you would see more than 100%. But certainly this is activity that is pretty fishy looking when you're looking at cards. I'm just gonna, in case people have questions while I'm doing this, I'm gonna move my other screen to the other side, but feel free to ask questions about anything that I'm talking about. But basically, as you can see here, basically this was kind of shilled by some random account that I didn't know about. And so then the person just didn't pay, and then it went through 2 more rounds of bids, unfortunately. So this one, that wasn't it either. I was trying to, this one, here we go. So this one is more reasonable because this one is, okay, there we go. So this one is, as you can see, it's relatively more normal bidding. And then you can see this one person at the end, if you look at their bidding details, you can see 8%. If you see anything higher than like 40 or 50%, that's pretty scummy. It means that they're like going after like specific accounts, like that are probably either their own, like their second account or something like that. So yeah. So there you go. Did I click out of my, okay. So why do people do that? Essentially, that's like shill bidding, right? So it increases the value of your card if somebody's willing to pay more, kind of, well, like how it works basically is like if there's only one real active bidder, right? And then you have a shiller, which is like a person that has no intention to pay but just wants to bid up the value of the card. It can make the person that actually wanted to pay for that card have to pay a little bit more. So the other thing that I find is that if the card is if the card's really rare, like if it's out of 5 or if it's out of 10, If you search for players in the same set with a similar pedigree, or like the same player but in a similar set, things like that, that's a good way to try and find prices. I know sometimes when like things are out of 10 and everything, it can be really, really difficult to find the same card sold. But if you go, for example, like if for example, let's say like Daniel Sedin had a card out of 10, right? It would be okay to look for a Henrik Sedin out of 10 and like compare prices between that too, right? That would get you a better value than other types of players. Same thing with searching for less rare versions of the same card and like adding a multiplier. That can be a good way to look at the value as well. So other places to buy and sell cards. So one is called COMC. I don't know if you've heard of that before. Sorry, it's just loading. Okay. So COMC is called Check Out My Cards. It is a way to find cards that you're looking for pretty easily. So if I search 1819 Ultimate Hockey, hopefully this will come up. So it's a great resource because one, for those of you that have ever used ePack, which is like a Upper Deck thing where you can buy hockey card packs online and open them, those cards get transferred to here, and then because of that, I think that hockey card prices on this COMC app are low. And the other thing is you can kind of buy the card and then you could just decide, oh, I want to flip this card, right? So like you could buy any of these types of, let's say you wanted like Elias Pettersson cards, right? You don't have to ship it to you. You could just like buy one and then keep it on your account and then decide to flip it for later. So that can be one way to make some money on the side if you wanted to, is like buying things and then flipping them. So it's a pretty fun site. It has eBay functionality. So if you wanted to buy something and then list it on auction on eBay, they do that for you with like a small fee. So it's a pretty cool resource, and there's definitely some cards on there that sometimes you don't see on eBay, especially from like the Upper Deck hockey type thing. They have like inventory manager. So like all the cards that I have, like a bunch of cards in like inventory that I have. There's a watch list. So there's a bunch of cards that I'm like looking at. If I wanted to like buy these, I want to see like if they go up and down. And then if they're not for sale anymore, I just remove them, things like that. So a bunch of different cards and stuff that I think are good. Probably shouldn't show you this for too long, because then I'm just giving you all of my cards to buy kind of thing. And then there's the ability to even ship this, a bunch of cards that you want to buy to, that you want to sell, you can ship to them and list them on this website. So it can be a good way to do that instead of using eBay, is just shipping them all to this COMC or Check Out My Cards, because they have in Burnaby, they have a receiving area where they can receive cards and stuff. So definitely check that out if you're kind of tired of using eBay. They obviously do charge like a processing fee to bring cards in. But once you're like buying and selling cards on there, there's not too many fees. So it's a good way to sell, move cards, or buy. Let's go into, so then there's two other ones called My Slabs and Star Stock, and they kind of like have recently started. They're also two different They're pretty new. To be honest, I haven't looked into them quite as much, so I can't tell you as much about them as others. But feel free to check out those ones if you're kind of tired of eBay. And yeah, so that was the end. That was the end of the episode. Thanks again for participating. It was great. I think we had like 20 watchers at one point, which is really awesome. I've been thinking about doing like Upper Deck the Cup tin potentially as my kind of like final episode of the year, like, or the season, I guess. I definitely want to do this more. Hopefully, I've been doing a good job like answering your guys' questions and getting you looking at different products that you might want to buy. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. So we'll be doing some giveaways. So it looks like normally I was going to say there's 7 lucky winners, but I think because we have we have 9 cards here, we can do 9 lucky winners. So basically, I'm going to be making 9 little mini packs, which with a card of these each. How you can enter, if you make a comment or add a question on the stream, or subscribe on my YouTube, which is Rain City Cards, you'll get an entry. And then I'll also have some mini packs in my Pedersen packs that I normally do as well. So for the ones that aren't going to be out of Pedersen packs, I'll do the draw on Monday or Tuesday, and I'll do a separate post for that. Thanks everyone for sticking around, participating, asking your questions. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Rain City Reviews, and thank you very much. Have a good night.